this is going to be in the interior fuse box. It's gonna run up to a button for a nitrous purge. It's gonna be sick. So Ricky ran the steel line from underneath where the tank is gonna be back there under the floorboard. So I ran it underneath the carpet up here. We're actually utilizing the factory wire harness hole for the wiper motors. We're not gonna have wipers on this car. So I went to the junkyard and actually picked up some Eclipse parts, and I have that little rubber grommet. So we have to sneak that on there at some point. But the purge kit is gonna be sitting in here. So I got a little plate fab for the solenoid, and then we're gonna try and vent one on each side out the front of the windshield. It's gonna be sick. I'm starting on the wiring on that, and I gotta run things, and eventually when Ricky gets done back there, we'll have the tank hooked up and start purging stuff. It'll be sick. Look at that. Look at that. That painted black, done.
All the materials have
fantastic. These are gonna be our nitrous purge outlets. There and here.
Yeah,
split.
I don't love it either. It's too much. All right.
Fantastic.
How's our purge system
Beautiful.
going?
It's going. It'd be sick if we had nitrous, but we don't. In the morning, I'm gonna go get nitrous. I'm gonna be back. JBA, which is the shop where we get our nitrous filled at. Fresh out of nitrous. Fresh out of nitrous. So we don't have any nitrous for the Eclipse, but luckily we got nitrous for the cat. So we're gonna take the nitrous for the cat and put it in the Eclipse. But the bottles are different. This is a, I believe it's a 10-pound or 12-pound bottle. We got a big bottle for the Eclipse, so we're gonna pull the nitrous out of this bottle, put it into the big blue bottle, and then we'll have nitrous.
Come here, Jumbo.
What are we looking at, huh?
Yeah, look at that. Oh, yeah.
Oh! Damn, dude. Yo, that brings back so much memories. Do you know how many hours I spent rewatching this movie?
Dude.
Yo, that looks good. Oh! Dude. Those are massive. Are they real?
This one.
What's
So
the
this one, right there,
Okay.
full nos. That's the air tank. For this
Oh, that's the
system.
air tank?
Yeah.
Yo, that's legit.
Go look at all the
What?
fittings in the front.
That's legit. Yo, that's actually really, really cool. I like that. They should do that more often.
It's all
Dude, what?
smart move.
That's actually genius. Damn, this thing is Sema ready. Sema's not ready for this.
I'm gonna go ahead and move on to our diffuser, and as you can see, I've got it here mocked up into place where we want it. I just made some quick aluminum brackets to sort of hang the front where I want it. It is in the vicinity. It is not exactly in its final location, I guess the way to say it. It's close. What I'm gonna start doing now is just using some cardboard. I'm gonna go ahead and start making what are gonna end up being the brackets that are gonna hold this into place. A lot of times with these diffusers, you have to make your own brackets to mount them because they only make them for certain cars. This one in particular is for an FD RX-7. So the nice thing is it's a pretty universal piece. So we can fit them on any car. In fact, you guys have seen us fit them on a lot of cars. No exception with the Eclipse. We're gonna go ahead and fit it up, but I need to make my own brackets. So I'm gonna get started.
Not even ready.
We are going to test Quinn's installation since everything he's done to this point has been a nightmare and not worked how it's supposed
I
to.
haven't done anything today up till this point except for that. I had to run down to Harry's and grab 2 bottles of nitrous. Right? I don't want to hear it, Sean.
That's actually
Is it
true.
in there?
Yeah. And it's filled with nitrous, baby. I like your shirt, dude. It's nice. It's a nice shirt.
I think we're good, dude. No leaks. No leaks.
No liqueos. See? I have faith in you, bro.
We're good.
I know you had it in you. Alright, so now that we got the car off the lift, we're gonna start the calibration process for the actuator system. It's just gonna go up and down. It's gonna start dancing for you guys. That's not fair, bro.
Come on, Ricky.
I did the same thing you did. Alright, so I just got done putting a magnet holder for the controller for the E-Level Plus.
All right, so now that the car's off the rack, we actually have room to open the doors fully. So we're gonna install the seats, and then the steering wheel is gonna go on. I don't know if that's gonna happen today because I gotta wire the nitrous purge, but we're gonna install the seats. Get some seats in this thing because I've been taxiing it around without a seat and it sucks. It's like one of the things you take for granted is that your car has a seat. Yeah, that's why Ricky can't drive it right now because he can't even see the bottom of the steering wheel when he sits in it.
I will argue with you, bro, but you're right. So I'm gonna let this one slide.
Got him.
We ran out of time. We have one sparkle seat completely fitted in. The second one actually, we couldn't fit it in because it's hitting the hydro brake, whatever you want to call it. So we're gonna have to modify that seat, which I'm gonna do first thing in the morning. And then after that, we'll put it back in and then we'll keep going. Tomorrow we're also gonna receive, don't worry about my gun. Tomorrow we're also gonna receive the highs controller for the LEDs that I put under the car. And what else is coming tomorrow? One more thing. Oh, we're gonna work on the plate, on the throttle plate that's gonna be in the back part of the hole. And Mickey's still working right now on the diffuser. So we have a few hours left before this thing goes to Sema and we have tons of things to do. So now I'm gonna go home, I'm gonna get some rest, and then I'm gonna come back tomorrow and we're gonna get cranking early.
What's the Sema clock looking like, Quinn?
48 hours left to get this car done.
Where are you guys in that?
48 hours.
All right, well, it's a new day. Quinn and I are back in the shop this morning. Ricky will be here any minute. He's sleeping in like usual, but we got a lot still to do. This car has to be out of here and headed to Las Vegas very soon. So we've got a few things to button up. It looks pretty good from where we are right now. I've got to finish up this diffuser install, and that requires me making the rest of the brackets. As you can see, we got one done last night. And then Quinn is going to be focused on getting our catch can set up, dialed in, making some adjustments to our passenger side seat rail. As you guys saw, it does make contact with our staging brake, which was an unforeseen last minute issue. So we're gonna dance around that and get a seat in the car. And then it's basically get the floor pan in the back. Then we got a bunch of little detail stuff we need to button up. So we'll show you guys along the way, and I'm gonna get back to work.
Before I put the second seat inside the car, I want to show you guys the sparkle harness that we have. And I also want to install them because it's going to be a lot easier to put in the car without the seats in there. Here's the sparkle harness that we got for the car. Each box brings one, so this is one that's outside the box and this is how it comes packaged. And you literally have everything you need inside. Here are the bolts that you can clip them into the little ring bolt, or you can put them around the cage, which is what we're going to be doing since we have a cage in there. That's it, right? Enough talking. Let's get to work. Excessive part of the seat board, you got two options. You can just cut it off, or you can just roll it up. You can zip tie it to the bag, or put tape on it, or whatever you want to do. I usually just roll it up like this, and I put a zip tie around it, and I just let it dangle, in case I end up switching cars and taking the harness from this car to another. If I need more length, it's already there.
If you like video games and you like cars, the chances are you've actually already heard of today's video sponsor, which is Asphalt 9. Now, we've worked with these guys in the past, and I will say the games keep getting better. Now, Asphalt 9 is officially live on Xbox, PC, and mobile phone. But in case you haven't heard of Asphalt, Asphalt is a free-to-download arcade-style racing game for PC, Xbox, and mobile phone. You can collect over 140 of the world's most amazing speed machines. And you can race at over 180 tracks from 12 real locations across the world, including San Francisco, Osaka, and Cairo. You can compete in daily events, so you can rack up your resources on your car so you can mod it out, make it faster, make it look different. It's super cool. And you can actually race your buddies in what's called club race mode. That's really fun. We actually started a leaderboard here at throtl to kind of see who is the fastest driver. It's just been a lot of fun. So if any of you guys watching this right now are looking for a new addictive fun game to play on your phone, PC, or Xbox, check out the link in the description and check out Asphalt today. It is super fun, guys. I honestly have a blast playing it, and I think you guys will too. That's it. Now enjoy the rest of the video. All right, so I got the dash guide dialed in. I just finished installing our sparkler steering wheel with our button, got the wiring ran through the column, all that good stuff. One last thing we need to do to get the wire purged correctly is to run this is a relay. So we're gonna have high amp going from the fuse to the solenoid to ground through the relay, and then we're gonna have our switch controlling the relay, and that'll allow us to run the purge without running high amperage through the steering wheel. So one last piece and then we'll be dialed in. Just a quick reminder, guys, we are only setting up the purge for Sema. We're not actually setting up the full nitrous kit. When we go to tune the car properly with Darden for a dyno tune and actually start making power on this thing, then we'll decide if we're gonna run nitrous in this car. We should, because we built the engine for it, but we're just setting up the purge for Sema just so we can have some fun.
All right, well, the diffuser's back off the car because we're gonna paint it. As you can see, we got our main bracket done here. This green tape will come off. This was just to keep it from getting scratched up during the process of manufacturing it. We made 2 tabs for the side. These are more of a race car style tab, just kind of straight to the point. It is visible, so these will be painted black as well. And then I went ahead and made, out of a piece of angle, just a straight beam for back here. Because this, because it's fiberglass, it was a little wonky and I didn't like the way it looked. It was a little crooked. So by adding this aluminum piece under here, that it was allowed us to straighten this panel up. It's gonna hold the shape a lot better. So again, just use a piece of aluminum angle iron, chopped off one side, just left a ledge on there because you wanna keep the structural integrity of the part and it doesn't stick up and look ugly. So all in all, I think it's gonna be a pretty solid setup. Can you stand on it? No, but is it gonna fall off? Not a chance. What?
So right now Quinn is going to sit on the passenger seat and he's adjusting all the belts because I had them all really tight. So right now he's we're making it for a normal person because I'm too big and I don't want to be
Too big. Ricky.
I don't want people sitting there and being too loose. So I put an average size man in the seat so he can adjust the harnesses.
That is the funniest thing I've heard today.
Do it.
You gonna try to brush that? Mother.
Got him! Yeah. That is sick, dude. Baby.
You thought you could get me, Quinn?
Let's go. I did.
No,
Yeah.
Trying to get big, dog. That's the first time I felt the shifter too.
Yeah.
Similar to the E36 shifter.
It's pretty close, yeah.
It's more
This one's
hardcore.
heavier.
Yeah.
This one's heavier for sure.
Dude, that's baller.
All right, well, we just fired a diffuser on and it looks epic as we thought it might. The boys are working on the rear floor pan. As you guys know, we cut out the spare tire well months and months ago before this thing went off the paint. We knew what we were gonna do all along, but this is the last thing because it made it really easy to work on the car with that hole in the back. Ricky was able to stand up in there and do a lot of the wiring and stuff like that. It's time for us to put that floor back in. So we're getting that sorted right now. I'm gonna knock out a windshield banner. Ricky and Quinn were able to get the seats in the car and situated, which is really awesome. They turned out sick. So huge shout out to Sparco for selling us their premium leather seat. It looks so good in here. It really modernizes the interior. And the next move for Ricky after this floor plate is gonna be to get our RGB heist lighting underglow in the car. So he's already mounted the tubes, but we got to get the controller in and get the wiring finalized. And we're also going to add some little green puddle lights as accent lighting underneath the car. So we're going to knock that out next. We still have a lot of work to do, but it's all detail stuff and it's fun stuff and it's what's going to make this car cool and unique at the SEMA show. Well, we turned the plate over, as you guys saw. Just sprayed a little bit of black paint on here because this is where the Lexan window is going to go. Or underneath the car, we just don't want to see silver. So now, laying out some ballistic sound deadening mat. This is a great product that we get from our friends over at Metra. Really nice stuff. Keeps the noise down on the chassis, and it'll keep this aluminum plate from being really noisy. We use a lot of the Metra stuff, and this is one of those products that we keep finding ourselves using over and over again. So just waiting on Quinn to get us this Lexan plate and we can toss this thing back in. car.
No?
This is my first time sitting in it after all this work. Man, this interior is sick.
It's pretty dope.
Leather seats, carbon fiber, Sparkos everywhere. Love it. What a unit. Okay, well, it's the next day. We got a couple hours of sleep. Quinn and I are back. Ricky's off getting his mop busted at the hair cutters. He'll be in there shortly. So I'm gonna go ahead and get back on this panel that we painted last night. It has dried overnight and it looks pretty fantastic. So I also picked up a piece of diamond plate from Industrial Metal Supply this morning. You guys are gonna have to wait to see what that's for. You can probably guess. This thing's pretty much ready to go in. We've already nut certed the chassis to accept this. Just gotta install the Lexan on the back of this so that when we finish up the underglow on here, we got some surprises coming for you guys. So I'm gonna get this together, toss it in.
D-Day, baby!
See that haircut?
Okay, well, I got the Lexan in and I left the protective film on here for now. So when we're ready, we'll pull it off from the bottom. But Ricky just walked in, his hair is looking pretty fresh. Woo! Thought you got a haircut.
I did, what the heck, look!
I know, but it's usually like wet and like juicy.
No, not today.
This is dry. This is
We're
dry.
going dry.
Dry fro?
We're going dry for today.
I like it. Okay, so Ricky's gonna take over on this. I've got a couple other things I want to get started on, i.e. the diamond plate. So it's all yours, baby.
Thank you, sir.
All right, there's our diamond plate, floor plate. Yeah, sure. Anyway, we wanted to get that in there because it was such a big and weird, strange part of the movie, but we felt like the car needed to have a little bit of diamond plate in it. So just a quick 12 by 15 piece of aluminum diamond plate on the floor, kind of mimics. I watched the clip, and the clip in the movie, it looks really bad, almost like they just went to like the craft services truck and took a piece of diamond plate off the side of it because it's all just funky and nasty looking, and they just literally just took a saw and cut the floor of the car. So this is a lot more polished and finished than what would have been in the movie, which is exactly what this car is to me, is like a polished new version of the movie car. So I think this pulls off the point we're trying to make, and looks nice doing it.
Quinn did it all by himself, baby. All right, lights off.
that aired out is gonna be so good.
All right, well, the car's outside for the first time since we finished her up.
I know. It's been so long.
We put a lot of time and effort into this. Our whole team has been involved in this project. Although most of you guys have only seen the 3 of us working on it, this has been a giant team effort for everyone here at throtl, the media team, the sales team, everybody has been involved. And this is really a culmination of everybody's hard work and dreams and a vision that we all kind of see as like the ultimate tuner car really from our era. So we're happy that it's moving under its own power. Nice job, Quinn, on the engine build.
Thank you.
We've got a lot of great accessories on this car, a full stereo system, underglow lighting, which Ricky plumbed, all that amongst a lot of other things on the car as well. And then when we get back from SEMA, guys, it's full on. We're gonna get this thing tuned up.
Yep.
And we're gonna go see what kind of passes it can make at the racetrack, I think. What do you guys think?
I hope it's fast. Should be fast.
It better be fast.
There's a lot of these replica cars out there, but I don't see anybody actually using them. Well, I think there's one GSX that's out there that actually maybe drag races, but we're going to put ours to the test. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. We're going to head off to the SEMA show. Maybe some of you guys are going to be there. If you are, come see us at the Meguiar's booth outdoors. On Thursday at 2 p.m. we'll be signing autographs and saying hi to everybody and just hanging out. So we're excited to show this thing to the world. I think we're ready to be done with this thing after SEMA 2 and we can enjoy it. So
I just want to sleep. See you guys in a few days.